NightReign is a great foundation of a game with lots of untapped potential that could extend the game's lifespan immensely. While they are adding things like DLC, Everdark Sovereigns, and new game modes, people want more. The biggest thing we ask for is variety. We want more randomness, more bosses, more weapons and shifting earths, and this got me thinking about stuff that I want them to add aside from the obvious. So sit back and relax and stick till the end of the video because I think you're gonna like at least one of these ideas. And hey guys, Ruger here, and this is 5 things they should add to the game. Maybe. Number 1, starter weapons. So the first thing that comes to mind is I wish they had a selection of starter weapons to choose from. Always starting out with Recluse's 2 spells it's just not fun. The same thing with Raider's Colossal Weapon and Duchess's Dagger. Not that these unique weapons aren't fun to use, but starting every match with the same can get repetitive, especially if you just play a singular Nightfarer. It would be nice if we could choose from even a selection of 2 to 3 would be better than what we have now. They don't even have to be new weapons, though that would be preferable. Number 2, new POI types. Right now, we have camps, forts, cathedrals, ruins, rises, and you get the point. We've been to and seen all these locations and we know how they work. We know the layout, we know how they're set up. What would be really refreshing to see is a new POI type. I'm thinking jails, functioning similar to ruins and camps with some minor boss and loot. Another idea is some sort of minor parkour thing that leads to chests with chances to drop high tier loot. And dragon dens with some great foes. Just having some new places would add a lot to the game. Number 3, Night Invader locations need to be reworked. Right now, whether I'm playing with friends, solo queuing, or playing with randoms from Discord, we avoid these locations like the plague. Not that they are bad, but there needs to be more of an incentive to go there. Well, yeah, you could argue that you could have the relic that increases attack power per Night Invader defeated, and you know it's good for the Nightfarers whose mimic spawns there, right? There just needs to be more of an incentive to go here, I feel. I was thinking, what if instead these places are devoid of all enemies and instead there are 3 Night Invaders spawning, mimicking the Nightfarers. Think of it as a Colosseum mixed with the Libra mimic spawning. This way each Nightfarer gets a reward that will benefit them and it changes the perception of what these places offer. If they could do something with the cloud that spawns on top of the locations, that would be cool too. Which brings me to my next point, but before that, hey, subscribe, it's free. Number 4, sudden dramatic weather effects or mid-game destruction or changes in the map. I recently played Death Stranding 2 and I love the weather effects like the dust storm, the earthquakes, and the water levels rising. They don't have a lot of depth to them, but regardless, they did add to the experience. NightReign can do a similar thing with different weather effects like different particles flowing through the air representing different things. Yellow could be more runes in this location, red could be slightly stronger enemies. They already have these plants that restore HP, FP, ailments, and they're just there. They don't necessarily come in handy, but it does add a bit to the game. But what would add a lot to the game is if the map changed a bit mid-game. If there was some sort of destruction, maybe caused by the eruption of the volcano, that changed the map in some sort of way that's not inconvenient, mind you. The same way, there could be these things added mid-game, like a building erects from the ground, sort of like a shifting earth, which changes your pathing, changes your plans, especially useful in the base seats. Number 5, this is a small one, but it's one of the first ideas I had. It would be cool if you could have an icon for when your teammates open the map. An icon as if they're planning the routes or studying the map. It's not something that they need to add, it's not something that the game's missing, but I think it would be pretty nice. A quick bonus one, in base Elden Ring, on your journey you'd encounter NPCs who offer quest lines spanning the whole game. It would be cool if they had an NPC spawn randomly somewhere on the map without an icon. If you're lucky enough to find them, they could offer you a quest that works similar to the Remembrance quests. Go here, kill this boss, or you could pay him for an extra 10% attack power or something like that. Another bonus one is the new center castle POI. They could replace the castle and they could have a different kind of castle, different kind of color, a different kind of, give me a mini Raya Lucaria or a Shadowkeep or a Bellerat, but for the love of God, please keep the NBA trolls out of this. Once you understand the game, NightReign is very simple in design, which helps with the fast momentum of this game. Too much content, too many variables at once may not suit it. These ideas aren't things I think the game needs to implement. This was just a collection of fun brainstorming I did, and in hopes to get FromSoftware to please notice me. I've emailed you twice now.